Hi my lovelies, welcome to practice number 3. So we're building on what we did in the first 2 practices. So as you're ready, we can begin. All right, so sit up nice and tall in your chair. And actually, let's just sit slightly forward. So you're just off the back of the chair. Let your hands rest on your thighs. Close your eyes. And let's just start to notice our breath. So breath is really important to our yoga practice. Okay, so breath is the gateway between the mind and the body. And if we are conscious of our breath, if we're noticing our breath, we've slowed everything down. So then we can start to notice sensations in our body. As we notice the sensations in our body, we can start to really tell if the stretch we're doing, the shape we're doing is working for us, or if we need to modify it a little bit. So just nice slow breath in and out through the nose if that's available to you. Feel a sense of your body expanding as you inhale, so the chest inflates, the belly inflates. And as you exhale, everything gently contracts back. So inhaling, we're expanding. Exhaling, gently contracting. We'll take just a few more breaths. Feel your feet on the ground, or if they're on a prop, feel your feet resting on the prop. Feel all 4 corners of your feet. Feel your sit bones on the chair. Lift out through the crown of the head. Nice long neutral spine. And then let your arms slowly dangle by your sides. And the next time you're ready to inhale, right fingers. We're going to inhale, float the right arm up the side of the body, reaching up towards the ceiling, pressing down with your sit bones. When you're ready to exhale, we'll float the arm down. Finish your exhale, and as you're ready to inhale, we'll float the left arm up this time. And exhaling that arm down. Next time you're ready to inhale, both arms together. And exhale. Right arm, inhale, float it up. So as you feel that resistance, draw the shoulder down, maybe a tiny bend in the elbow, exhaling down. Again, as we do the left arm, it's better to draw the shoulder blade down, put a tiny bend, because otherwise we tend to arch the back, so we lose the stretch that we're looking for. And as you finish your exhale, inhale, both arms come up together. Exhaling down. We'll do one more for each movement. Last one, both arms come up together. And exhaling, float the arms down. Perfect. All right. So now let's keep with our breath. So stay with that harmonizing of your movement and your breath. I'm going to put the hands on the thighs and we'll do that cat-cow movement. So you're going to stay facing front. Okay. So I am going to turn. You don't need to. But this way you get to see my side view. So hands on the thighs. Feel your sit bones pressing down. As you inhale, we're going to lift the chest, lift the chin, roll forward on your sit bones. And then as you exhale, we're going to roll to the back of the sit bones, arch the back, tuck the chin. Inhaling, rolling forward. Feel the 4 corners of your feet on the ground. So stay connected to the ground. Feel your sit bones shifting to the front as you inhale and to the back as you exhale. And again, we want to move with our breath. So don't worry about how fast or how slow you're going, as long as you're moving with your breath. So we want to finish the inhale and then we want to finish our exhale rather than trying to get our breath to keep up with our movement. So if your breath is a little shorter than mine, that's fine. You'll move just a little bit quicker than me. If your breath is slower than mine, you're going to move a little bit slower. We'll do just a couple more. This is so delicious for the spine. So in the Eastern cultures, they would measure age by flexibility of the spine rather than years on the planet. All right, next time you find yourself in an inhale, let's come back to a neutral spine. So just sitting up nice and tall. Let your hands rest on your lap. All right, so let's do some breath coordination again. So we'll start with our right side. We'll try and start with our right side for everything today, just so that it feels familiar. So right hand, okay, both arms down by your side. So right hand, this time we're going to stretch out to the side. Okay, so inhale, stretch the arm out to the side, float the fingers up to the ceiling. As you exhale, we're going to tip towards the left. Now, if you are feeling tippy, hold the chair, okay, but we want that right sit bone pressing down, okay. When you're ready, inhale, float back, exhale, arm down, okay. Left arm, inhale, float the arm up, press down through the sit bone, stretch with the fingers, exhale, come over to the side. Inhale, come back, and exhale, arm down. Couple more for each side. Inhale, and then exhale. So there's no hurry with any of our movements. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Perfect. Let's bring our hands back onto the knees. Take a breath. All right, my lovelies. So this next one that we're going to do, how deep you go into this will depend on how open your hips are. So last session, okay, let's sit in the middle of our chair. So last session, I had you cross your ankles for a twist. What I'm going to offer this week is, or this session, is we're going to put our right foot on our left knee. I'm going to just use your block. So if your hips are tight and your feet are on a block, straight away for this one, okay, we're going to take your feet off the block. This is going to give you much more space. If you need a little bit more space, can you jump up for me? Jump up. Okay, that is going to give you even more space because now you're kind of here. There's lots more space in there. Okay, you don't need that. Okay, but I will let you have your feet on the ground. So take a second and decide how you want to sit. Okay, and then once you've decided, find the four corners of your feet. Let's have our feet hip width. So remember, our hips are here, knees line up with the hips, and then the toe next to the big toe lines up with the center of the knees. Okay, we're set. We're going to take our right foot to our left knee. Okay, remembering if this is still a no for your body today, this will give you the same delicious stretch in here. It'll just be the stretch you're ready for. Okay, sit up nice and tall as you inhale. As you exhale, left hand to the right knee. Okay, and maybe your right hand can hold the seat of the chair. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, press through the sit bones. And then exhale, let's come back to center. Uncross the legs. Let's take this adventure to the other side. So left foot, right knee. Remembering, honoring that this side might be a little tighter, this might be a little bit more open. So maybe this one will cross the ankle if you need to. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, right hand to the left knee. So you guys are going to turn this way. Maybe you can look over your shoulder, maybe not today. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head. And then exhale, let's unravel. Uncross the legs. So we're going to do it again. So right foot, left knee. sit up nice and tall. Remember, cross the ankles if that's where you're at. As you're ready, exhale, left hand to the right knee. We'll come into a little turn here. So press both sit bones down. Okay, maybe you can look over your shoulder, maybe not today. On your next exhale, let's come back. Okay, we're going to add one on. So this time, inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let's just see if we can look at our toes at the floor. Inhale as you're ready, come up. Exhale, let's uncross the legs. All right, how was that? Great. Okay, so let's take the left foot to the right knee, crossing the ankles if that's where you are at today. Sit up nice and tall. Perfect. As you're ready, right hand, left knee will turn. Good. Nice big inhale, lengthen. And then as you're ready, exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, let's see if we can see our toes again. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, we'll uncross the legs. Set the feet. Beautiful. One more round, both sides. So right foot, as you're ready, set it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left hand to the right knee. Looking over your shoulder if that's available. Inhaling, lifting out through the crown of the head. Exhaling, coming back to center. Inhale, lift up, let's make some space. And then exhale, let's see if we can look at our toes. Maybe this time you might even be able to reach towards your toes. Okay. All right, slowly come up, unravel the legs, find your feet, reset. And then as you're ready, left foot, right knee. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we'll come into a twist. So right hand on the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's unravel. Inhale, lengthen, find that length. Exhale, looking at your toes, and maybe you can reach your fingers down towards your feet. Okay, inhale, come up, and we'll uncross the legs. Okay, beautifully done, salsa hips. Okay, so we want to be in the middle of the chair still for this next one because I want you to have room to come into a little bit of a back bend. So hands on the legs. So now we are going to go and visit our toes. So inhale, find your length. Exhale, slide your hands all the way down your shins. See how far your fingertips will come towards the floor, but they do not have to reach your toes. As you're ready, next time you exhale, come up. Slide your hands all the way up your shins, along your thighs. Let your back touch the chair. Float the arms up, lean back, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands down onto your thighs, start to slide the hands down the legs, peel your back off the chair like you're peeling a banana. Slide your fingers down towards your feet. Again, notice I'm saying towards your feet, not touch your toes. When you're ready, we'll come up. Beautiful. Lean back, look up. Exhaling, bring the hands back onto the thighs. Peel yourself off the chair gently. And slowly, slowly, slowly coming up. We'll do this one more time. Beautiful. Hands resting down onto the thighs, sliding the hands down towards the feet. And slowly, slowly, slowly coming up. Reach up, look up, lean back. Big stretch. Lift your chest, lift your chin. And then exhale. Let's bring the hands down, just the hands. And lift yourself up. All right, my lovelies. So let's bring our knees and our feet together because we want to be able to stand up. So if you need to use the chair to help you, you can. Otherwise, we want to bring the knees together, bring the feet together. Okay, we're going to swing the arms. Okay, press down through the feet. Now, on your exhale, you're going to pull your belly in and up. And as you exhale, you're going to just float your bum and sit down. Swing your arms. Okay, just a couple more times. As you're ready, Exhale, pull your belly in and up. Almost stand up, just float your bum and sit down. So we're not standing, we're just going to float the bum. We'll do this one more time. So squeeze the knees. Make sure that our legs are fully engaged as you're ready. Exhale, big breath out. Perfect. Okay, and rest. Okay. Rub your hands together, actually. A little bit of heat. And then just rub the knees. There we go. Okay. So what we're doing is we're playing with our strength and our mobility so that it's easy to get up out of a chair. Okay. So if you're feeling energetic, okay, and you think you can do that one more time and actually stand up, you can. Otherwise, use your hands as you need to get yourself up off the chair. Okay. We're going to swing our arms. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Big breath in. And then pull your belly in and up. And we'll stand up. Nicely done. Okay. All right. So we are going to come and stand behind our chair. All right. So stand a little closer. That's it. So this is where we're going to do that tiptoes one. So your fingertips are going to be on the chair. If it's available to you, bring your feet and your legs together. It just gives you a little bit more strength. But if that feels too wobbly or it just doesn't feel comfortable in your hips, your knees, or your ankles, take your feet a little bit wider. Okay. And then as you're ready, we're going to inhale, come up onto tiptoes. And then exhale, float down. Okay. Inhaling, coming up onto tiptoes. And exhaling, coming down. So carry on. So as you do this, we want to have shoulders over hips and hips over knees and knees over ankles. So if you're feeling a little weak in your core, what tends to happen is we start doing this. I'm going to see, maybe stand a little closer to the chair. If you're finding that that's happening, you're fine. You've got this. You've been doing this one with me a long time. Okay, so just coming up, playing around with this. And what I'm going to invite you to do is when you're at the supermarket or you're grabbing a coffee somewhere, but you're waiting somewhere in a lineup, just have your arms down by your sides and you can play around with this and just see if you can play around and do this. This is great for strengthening the body, for that deep core line, and it really starts to help you with your balance. So we're going to do a couple more. I'm going to invite you to only hold the chair with one finger each hand. Good. Good. So I'm going to put you on the spot now. Do you think you can hover your fingers and do it? Good. 3 for me. One more. Good. There we go. Alrighty. Perfect. Okay, so let's have you come back into your chair dog. So heel of the palm on the chair. Okay, that way we'll support the wrists. Arms in line with the ears as best you can. Okay, and arms as straight as you can manage. Okay, heels are under the hips. Okay, and we're kind of stretching. So push with the chair and push your bum back. There you go. You feel about 2 inches taller now. All right. So let's have you coming back to the chair. So walk back to the chair. Okay. Nice. So now we're going to do our warrior one. So let's have you step back with your right foot. Good. So as you step back, if you need a little bit more balance, you can actually turn that back foot to about 45 degrees. Yeah. And then we're going to bend the front knee. Okay. So knee, please. Let's look after our lovely knees. They've worked hard for us for so long. Knee is over the ankle. So the knee is over the heel. Okay. If the knee, I'm only going to do this a little bit. If the knee is in front, what we're starting to do is put a lot of strain in the knee joint. We do not want to do that. Okay, so knee must be over the ankle. And you'll find that gives you a lot more steadiness. Okay, this back foot can be back a little bit or a little bit more. You'll decide. Okay, we don't want it so far back that we're wobbly, because now we're going to do some balance. So we're going to take the right arm and stretch the right arm to the ceiling. Perfect. Hips are forward, so let's draw the left hip back, the right hip forward very slightly, a little bit more opening. Fingertips on the chair, find your balance, press through all four corners of the feet without gripping with the toes. Find a soft gaze on the wall, so just a little kind of dot. And then as you're ready, if you're feeling the balance, you can take your hands off the chair. Okay? If as soon as you take your hands off the chair, your toes are gripping and you're feeling super wobbly, okay, bring the left hand back down. Focus on activating your whole body rather than fighting for your balance. Okay, one more breath. Perfect. All right. So as you're ready, arms come back to the chair. Step your feet together, step towards the chair. And then as you're ready, walk back from the chair. We'll do that chair dog. So it's kind of like the reset. Okay, so heel of the palm on the chair just to support the wrists. And then we're pulling the bum back as we're reaching the fingers forward. We're pressing through the feet and lifting the bum. So we've got lots of different directions going on in the body. All right, so my lovely, step back up to the chair. Okay, so now we're going to step back with the left foot. Okay, so as you step back, find your balance. If you need to put your left foot at a 45-degree angle, no more than 45 degrees, because if we start doing 90 degrees, what's happening is we're twisting that knee and that becomes very unhappy. So what we're doing, we're just making our body create a little bit of a kickstand. Okay, so bend the right knee, find your balance, press through your feet, let your body get heavy. As you're ready, we'll float the left arm up this time. So find that gaze point on the wall. It's called a drishti point. We want a soft, kind of out of focus gaze. We're going to draw the left hip forward, the right hip back. Fingertips on the chair, find your balance. If it's available, float the arms up. Big breaths. Again, if there's wobbling happening, sometimes one side of the body is a little stronger than the other side. If you need to bring your right hand back to the chair, bring it down. Okay? There's lots of time for you to do this, so you'll build your strength over time. All right. Float your arms down. Step your feet together. And then as you're ready, we'll come back into a chair dog. So, yeah, watch your wrists. Okay. So we want the heel of the palm on the chair, and then that way, okay, what happens otherwise, do you want to just show if you hold with your fingertips? So what happens, do both hands, yeah. So what happens if we come into the shape and let our wrist drop down, really what we're doing is we're putting quite a lot of pressure in that joint. Good. Perfect. All right, so let's step back to the chair and we're going to take this balance adventure up a notch. Okay, so we're going to step back with the right foot. Okay, now this time we're going to explore warrior two. So this time what we're going to do is you're going to bend the front knee, okay, but we're going to pivot on the back foot and bring our hips with us, and we're going to take our right arm out to the side. So here we are in warrior two, and then if you want, you can heel toe this foot out a little bit. I know you can do a little bit wider stance, a little bit more. Okay, nice. So we have this lovely, oh, keep your hand down for a second. I'm going to start talking. So what we want is tailbone pointing down, not back, and we want the knee over the ankle. If you have the balance, you can lift your left arm off the chair. Take a breath here. Okay. Now, we're going to very slowly, so slowly is not fast. Slowly, you're going to look at your left fingers. Again, if that's unsettling your balance, bring your left hand back down and then bring your head back to center. Okay, and then slowly, as in not fast, maybe you can look, so this is going to be a little bit more of a balance challenge to look at your right fingers. Good, and then come back to center. Okay, bring your left hand down. Okay, oh, onto the chair, my lovely. And then let's take our right hand all the way back, step up to the chair. Okay, and then we're going to walk back into our chair dog. So we'll walk back into that reset. Good. Perfect. Okay, you ready to do the other side? Okay, so let's have you step up to the chair. We'll do the other side now. So again, no hurry, take it nice and slow. So as you're ready, this time we'll step back with the left foot. Okay, and then we'll bend the right knee. Good, and then we're going to pivot on that back foot. And then we'll take our right hand out. So don't worry about letting go with the left hand. Don't worry about letting go with the right hand until you have your balance. So take a look at your knee. We want the knee over the ankle. Let's not grip with the toes. So press into the ground with your heel and the ball of your foot. Okay, let your toes be light, like they're going to play a piano. If you're feeling strong on this side, we can lift up the right arm. Okay, find your balance. If you're feeling wobbly, am I making you feel wobbly? No. Okay, so slowly, if you can look to your right fingers. Okay, if you're feeling too wobbly, bring your hand down and then come back to center. And then you can take your gaze to your left fingers. Good. Come back to center. Okay, bring your hand back to the chair, and now we're going to turn back, walk to the chair. Okay, and then we'll walk back one last chair dog. Beautiful. All right. Okay, so let's walk back to the chair now. So I'm going to have you guys walk into the front of your chair. Okay, I'm going to just turn this one around. So again, this one we did in the last session, but it's a really great strength builder. So bring your hands down to the chair. And remember, you can hold around the outside of the chair. Okay. So as you're ready, what we want to do is we're going to press down through the feet. All right. And then we want to try our best to keep the hips level. So on your exhale, you're going to bring your right knee up into the chest. And then exhale, press out through the heel. So flex the foot. Imagine you're trying to press against a wall. That's your inhale. Exhale, bring the knee back to the chest. Good. And then exhale, as if you're pressing against the wall. Press your foot back, 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 back. Okay. And then exhale, bring the knee to the chest. Okay. Now this time we're going to inhale, bring the foot out as if you're going to kick the wall, press into the wall. Good, and then we're going to hold. Good. One more breath. Next time you're ready to exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Good, and then inhale, float it down to the floor. And we'll do the other side. So set your feet up before you do the movement. This is your foundation. On your exhale, we'll bring the left knee into the chest. And then inhale, flex the foot, press the heel back. Hips stay level. As you're ready, exhale, bring the knee in. Good, and then exhale. Stretch out the leg, press, 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 press the foot. And then exhale. And this time as you inhale, press, 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 press through the foot. And we're going to hold and hold. So this one, we definitely want to keep the hips level because we want the front and back of the body working equally. When the hip lifts, what happens is we start clenching with our butt cheek. Okay, and that means that the front of the body doesn't get strong. Okay, on your next exhale, bring your knee to your chest. And then inhale, float your foot down. Okay. Alrighty. So let's come back into sitting. So sit back down into your seat. So this next thing that we're going to do is really great for your hands, especially if you have arthritis, but it's going to feel challenging. So I encourage you to have a go. Only try a couple of rounds and then let your hands rest, and slowly you can build. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our thumb and we're going to touch our thumb to the tip of our index finger. So that's kind of finger number 1. Okay, and then you're going to touch your thumb to your middle finger. So that's kind of finger number 2. And then you're going to touch your thumb to your ring finger. So it's finger number 3. And then you're going to touch your thumb to your little finger. So it's finger number 4. Okay. So we're going to do a couple of rounds. Bring your hands onto your lap. So that way, if your hands are on your lap, okay, the muscles of the arm are going to relax. So they're not going to squeeze into the nerves. So the nerves that run out from your neck run through your shoulder, down your arm, and into your hands. So this is great, not just for when we have arthritic hands. It's also good for some of the neck tension that we hold. Okay, so nice slow breaths. We're going to touch the index fingertip with our thumb. And then our middle finger. And the ring finger. And the little finger. Now come back to the index finger. Finger number 1. Finger number 2. The middle finger. Finger number 3. Finger number 4, the little finger. Can you do one more round? Okay, so finger number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And then let your hands relax. And please feel welcome. You can build on that, so you can do a few more rounds, but build gently. So just remembering, sometimes things feel okay at the time, but then later they feel a little bit sore. So just a few rounds to check it out, okay? And then slowly you can build, like one more round. Okay. So my lovelies, we're going to close our practice, but I do invite you to sit quietly for 3 to 5 minutes, or you go lay on your bed for 3 to 5 minutes. It's an important part of your yoga practice. But we'll close with one arm, so bring your palms together, thumbs at the heart center. Close your eyes. Big breath in. Exhale, let the breath go. And breathe in. And thinking about something that you are in gratitude for. Satnam, thank you for sharing your practice and for sharing your time. Namaste.